Welcome back. We made it outside, but nobody's coming to get us. What about our homing beacon? Well, I guess that's because it's not turned on. So let's turn it on, see if something happens. Hopefully somebody will come to get us. Hopefully somebody is on our side. Yes, it worked!
Hey! Here's your fish!
Thanks? What's with the fish? Sure, it's just a red herring.
Stellar, you picked up my homing signal. I can't believe I actually made it work. Now no one can say I spent a little bit too much free time in the bathroom with Popular Tektronix.
Popular Tektronix, who are you trying to kid? I know what you were reading in there.
What was that voice, Roger? I thought I heard something.
Pay no attention, Stellar. It was probably just a mechanical flatulence from the ship.
What fourth wall?
Anyway, we received a transmission from a nearby StarCon communications monitoring platform. They told us of some unusual signal originating from the area of Polysorbate 60. We dialed it in, scanned the coordinates, and found you.
So what are you doing in this sector, Stellar? I thought you were stationed on the SCS Heinz 57.
I am. I had some leave accumulated and decided to take it. This is kind of embarrassing for me. I actually came to see you. I've been thinking about you a lot lately, and I was curious about what you'd been up to, so I decided to visit. And when I arrived here, I found you had just left for shore leave on Polysorbate. I decided to follow you down and try and catch up with you. When I got to that dump of an inn and found you'd been kidnapped by those thugs, I searched around, but could find no trace of where they'd taken you. That certainly is a strange place.
No kidding.
I decided to beam back up to the deep ship and try to locate you through your transport communicator signal. When I'd returned, I found you'd left it up here on the ship. I didn't know what to do then until that call came through from the StarCon installation. You're a lucky man, Wilco.
Yeah. I guess I am. If you hadn't gotten there when you did, I'd probably be a victim of some serious cement poisoning after those geeks chucked me off that balcony.
Terrace.
What?
Well, actually, it was a terrace.
Whatever.
Whatever. Thanks, Stellar. I sure owe you a big one.
I'd sure like to collect that sometime. But let's talk about you and me. Perhaps I could take you to dinner sometime soon.
When did Roger get popular with the ladies?
I'd like that, Stellar. I'd like that a lot. The thing is that I kind of have a relationship with another, and I wouldn't feel very comfortable about that. I mean, it wouldn't be fair to her. You understand? Not to mention the fact I'd be wearing my sphincter for a necklace if Beatrice ever found out. I hope you do understand, Stellar. I like you. I think I even more than like you. I don't know where I got this inordinate sense of loyalty toward Beatrice.
I believe the word that explains that is fear.
Pound sand, pal. Please know that were the situation any different, I'd be making that date with you right now.
Oh, I see. Friends, co-workers, buddies. That's all this is gonna be. Guess I knew it somewhere inside. I just didn't want to believe it. I guess I admire your trueness of heart, however misplaced. But I feel much more inclined to damn you for it. I know that's selfish, but it's how I feel. I must admit it shows something more about you, more depth of character than I gave you credit for, Wilco. Well, I'm patient if you ever have a change of heart. Well, Roger, we should see what we can find out about those subhuman walking dumpsters that had such a keen interest in you. I don't suppose you heard their names.
No, but I did get this neat personal grooming assistant. It needs a little cleaning, but...
That's great, Roger. Don't clean it, though. Take it to the sick bay. There's a DNA analyzer there. We can scan the contents and perhaps use the results to get some names and information about these guys.
Good thinking, Stellar. I probably would have thought of it, eventually.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have, Roger. Look, I've got to go to sick bay and get some treatment for my back after that not-so-graceful rescue.
Oh, yeah, that. Sorry. Well, I'll see you there.
By the way, if you don't know who Stellar is, don't worry, you didn't miss anything.
Commander, I am receiving a message from StarCon.
Computer on screen.
Hello, Commander Kilbasa. I have a new directive for Deep Ship 86.
It's the Admiral from our trial.
This is actually a special request from me, Commander. As you may know, I served with Admiral Bluntfang during the Fallopian Campaign. Admiral Bluntfang's widow is involved in building an off-world retirement community. They are almost finished, but have requested assistance from Deep Ship 86. Commander, please extend her every courtesy. You know, if things go well, this would not look too bad in your personnel file. I will let Sharpay, the Admiral's widow, explain further.
Hello, Commander Kilbasa. As Admiral Toolman mentioned, we have almost completed our project here, but could use StarCon assistance. To be honest, Commander, I pulled a few strings, but this is an important mission, I assure you. Since you are scheduled to be present for the dedication of the Golden Light Year's Retirement Center anyway, I hoped you might alter your travel plans to accommodate an earlier arrival. From the information provided me by my old friend, the Admiral, you would be able to warp here within a few hours. I require some assistance from your ship, as well as one of your crew members. Allow me to explain.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Meanwhile, back in sickbay...
In Space Quest 12... That's an interesting way of intra-ship transportation. Well, I'd say something highly suspicious is going on here, because if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not because I've played this game before, the lady who just contacted our captain was the same person from the introduction, and possibly the same person who sent those two geeks after us. And literally minutes after her attempt to kidnap Roger fails, she contacts the ship that Roger works on with some kind of weird mission. I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all. One thing though, the cutscene established that Roger can apparently hear the narrator, and so can Stellar for some reason. So he would know the names of these two dudes, Nigel and Stringent, because the narrator told them, said those names several times. Oh well. I guess he can only hear it when it's convenient to the plot, or humorous, you know, rule of funny. And now we're in sick bay, where we can scan the hair on the personal grooming assistant with this DNA analyzer, I guess.
This is a DNA sequencer. During a starship's travels, many different organisms and artifacts are discovered, and a DNA sequencer can come in quite handy in analyzing them. But mostly it just gets used to make sure the food replicators are working properly, and not brewing up anything that might hatch and grow inside you, for instance.
I would say that's quite important then. And there's Stellar, getting her back treated.
Stellar is getting treatment for her back injury. You should be ashamed of yourself for jumping on her like that, you baby.
And yeah, like I said, Stellar literally comes out of nowhere. We have no idea where Roger knows her from, or what their backstory is, nor do we really get told during the game. It's really just another thing they did to sort of try to erase all the stuff that happened in Space Quest V. Seemed they didn't like Beatrice. And decided to go with a new love interest for Roger. Not really realistic, I think. I mean, the fact that one girl in the universe is interested in Roger is already quite bizarre. Anyway, we'll continue in the next video.